Welcome to the Two Chicks with Hiking Sticks podcast, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're taking you along on a hike that's located on the northwest side of San Antonio. The park is called Crownridge Canyon Natural Area, and it's located on 7222 Lusky Road. This park is considered a natural area, so no bikes or pets are allowed on the trail. The trail itself is a 1.3-mile paved loop trail that is rated at a level 1, with a 0.7-mile section off-trail that is rated at a level 4, for a total of 2 miles, if including the off-trail portion. In previous podcasts, for example, our podcasts about Pedernales State Park and Cibolo Center for Conservation, we've talked about what this area of Texas might have looked like in earlier times, and it's interesting to think and imagine that several species of animals, like the woolly mammoth, roamed freely about the area in and around central Texas. After the most recent ice age, this area of Texas lay under a shallow sea, which eventually led to layers of sediment that created the limestone that sits over the aquifer system that provides water to San Antonio and surrounding cities. Crownridge Canyon sits on two different types of limestone, Edwards limestone, and the older and softer limestone known as Glen Rose. This is the limestone that often contains larger fossils. Early on, dinosaurs like the Pleurocoelus left tracks in the mud of the shallow seas. After the most recent ice age, the area in and around Crownridge Canyon played host to a variety of animal species such as mastodon, giant bison, woolly mammoth, dire wolves, and other mammals. Later in time, the area was home to other animals such as bears, wolves, jaguars, alligators, and modern bison. And maybe even Sasquatch. Who knows? Today, this area is home to coyotes, bobcats, raccoons, foxes, and white-tailed deer. Crownridge is also home to the usual cast of snakes, lizards, and roadrunners. Watch where you step. You'll see visible evidence of some of these animals on the trail. In addition to the variety of mammals that roamed the area, this part of Texas was also home to the Paleo-Indian people. By the early 1700s, the colonization of this area of Texas and the human impact on the land began to change the landscape. And by the 1800s, as more settlers came into the area, overgrazing and the suppression of fire led to a change in environment that virtually eliminated grasslands and introduced woody trees like the juniper and oak you see today. So, now that you know a little bit about where we're hiking, join us for a short but beautiful hike through Crownridge Canyon Natural Area.
Howdy, everybody.
Hello.
We are on location at
Crownridge Canyon.
Crownridge Canyon, which is in the northwest part of San Antonio area. And if I look hot, I am.
She complained the entire way.
I only complained half of the way, not the whole way.
Okay, I'm sorry. 3/4 of the way. Let's compromise.
So we did how long was this hike? 2 miles?
About 2 miles with the off-trail loop.
Yeah, so it was like a level 1 and a level 2. I mean, a level 1 and a level 4. So you could do a level 1 loop, which is about a mile.
About 1.3 miles, yeah.
And then, or you can continue on with an extended loop, which is in the level 4, which then kind of round out to make it that 2 mile.
Yeah.
And it was interesting.
It's a good hike. I mean, but there's elevation and a lot of those kind of craggy steps with the railroad ties and as the groundy roads. Yeah, for short-legged people like me, you gotta really kind of plan for that stuff.
Well,
you take your hiking stick.
Yeah, you take your hiking sticks. The first section, though, the lower loop is more, they call it accessible, but even at accessible, I think you have to be careful with that.
It's paved nicely in some areas. In other areas, it's kind of got a like a pea gravel asphalt kind of thing, and there's little dips and erosion that make it a little uneven.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that if you're like, I don't know, a walker is different than a wheelchair, so your ability to get through some of those areas might be different.
Right.
So just something to keep in mind. And then certainly when you get to the level 4, that is not accessible.
Right. That is not
accessible. You really would want to have at least a stick or 2 sticks to be able to navigate that properly.
Definitely.
But for us this morning, I mean, while it was probably like 80 degrees, the humidity had to be 90%, which was killing me.
As it always does.
But right now, there's breeze. You see the breeze? My hair blowing in the breeze. The winds are now starting to come out of, I don't know where, but the humidity has gone down a lot.
Yeah, it's nice. And there's a nice shady pavilion here where you can sit and kind of enjoy.
Nice restrooms,
relax. Too. Yeah.
And not big restrooms, because I think the women's restroom only had like 2 stalls or something. But and 1 sink. But at least there's something here at the trailhead, so it's worth it.
Yes.
But this area is like, it was saved through an initiative, a sales tax initiative, that the locals were like, we need to preserve this land because it is a part of our Edwards Aquifer system here in San Antonio. And that is where we get our fresh water.
Yep, yep. And it's a nice trail because about midway through there is a bridge where you can see the chasm. It's not a huge canyon. When you say canyon, you know, people think canyon. It's not a gorge, but there is a canyon area here, and you can see where the water has cut through this area, and it does make for a nice hike. There's benches along the way. They're not at regular intervals, but you know, I'd say the first bench is about 0.3 miles in. Yeah. And then they come about regularly after that, I'd say, but not with regularity.
And certainly not up in the level 4 area.
Yeah, there's no benches
there. There were
no
benches up there.
Right.
The other thing, too, is, so I would say, you tell me if you agree or not, I would say it's 90% shaded.
Yeah, I'd say it's 90% shaded. And the beginning, there's a small grade. You can feel it when you're going up. You are headed uphill. Yeah. But it's not horrible.
Yeah, none of it was horrible. Even the level 4 part wasn't horrible, except having to climb over some of those, you know, roots and things. But none of it was terrible.
Yeah, there's no scrambling. There's nothing like that for the level 4. I think what they're really, I think the reason it's a level 4 is it's got elevation. Yeah. And it's got tight elevation. Yeah. And then there's a lot of stones and branches and roots. So you have to be careful where you step.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. But it really is a pretty area. It's not a huge parking lot, but there weren't a whole lot of people here. It's during the week, so that made it pretty good. Yeah. But what else? Anything else?
I think that's it. It's kind of far away from everything, but there are subdivisions all around us. So it's nice that you can walk 5 minutes in and you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then, you can hear the traffic out on the road, but, you know, really not a bad place to keep it a natural state and be able to go out and walk it. So I would highly suggest coming out. But we 2 chicks came out with our sticks, and we certainly wanted to take advantage of it.
That's right. Enjoy the cooler weather, San Antonio.
Yeah. My red cheeks will survive at some point. Okay, well, I guess that's about it for us today. And I guess until next time, be sure to hike your own hike. We'll check you later. Bye.
Bye.